Okay, so I'll go over the roles quickly. I will give you a few minutes to discuss because those of you who know how I play know that I do things slightly differently at the start, and you guys need to know what one of it is. So we're going to have an Avenging Bodyguard, a Van Helsing with 3 lives.
You need to give us time to write down, please.
Okay, sorry.
The Avenging Bodyguard.
Yeah.
What's the Avenging Bodyguard do?
Sorry? So if they successfully protect the person, they get to kill the next night. Okay. Van Helsing will have 3 lives.
3 lives.
Because if they kill a villager, they lose a life.
Okay.
Yeah. They can't say they're Van Helsing until they're down to their last life.
They don't
have to tell their lives, but if they come out before they've lost down to their last life, I will kick a life off them.
And do they have to kill at night, or can they choose not
it's
to?
entirely up to their choice.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know where the other?
We've got a rabid wolf. So obviously, whoever nominates or seconds a rabid wolf, there's a 50-50 chance one of them will turn, but you won't know which one. Wolf cub, get 2 kills. Insomniac, so you get to know the neighbors if your neighbors woke up at night.
What?
And then
sorry.
Insomniac.
What was the one before the Insomniac?
Wolf cub.
Wolf cub.
So wolves get 2 kills when they die. Insomniac, the neighbor, wake up and you see if your neighbor's been woken up at night. Now, the reason why you're thinking there's a hell of a lot of rolls in here that can kill, because I'm having spirits here. So the spirits here will give me 2 names, and I'll tell them if they killed at night. So this is where they've got to be careful, because obviously Van Helsing will count as a night killer, and the Avenging Bodyguard will count as a killer if they've, from the moment they successfully kill, after successfully protecting. So up until that point, I'll tell them no. At that point, I'll say yes. Okay. And then the last one, my personal favorite, you guys get to Werewolf. So in a minute, I will roll out, I'll tell the wolves who they are. They will get a couple of minutes to have a quick chat and nominate their werewolf and tell me. Up until the point they're triggered, they appear as a villager to the seer and the insomniac. The wolves can message me at any point during the day and say we're triggering the werewolf. And up until that point, the werewolf will think they're a normal villager.
So the werewolf doesn't know he
Nope.
or she? Okay.
Nope. The wolves it's a sleep agent and the wolves get to trigger it.
So
sorry?
Sorry, go on, Gil.
Will the wolves know?
Yeah.
Okay, they will know.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm going to do in a second, I'm going to roll the wolves at first. So if everyone can put them onto mute until, just so the people
I have a question. What happens if they choose the Van Helsing?
That's not going to happen. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll the wolves now. I'm going to message the wolves, say, you're my wolves. You get to have a couple of minutes to have a chat. You guys get to chat amongst yourselves, but whoever the wolves, just be careful typing, because that could be really obvious. Okay?
Yeah, nice. Good.
Yeah. Okay, so for the first night, everyone will get to wake up. Anyone who kills will just do a meet and greet. The seer and the insomniac will get to act tonight, but everyone just wake up, wave high, and go back to sleep again. Okay, so can my beautiful, shiny, hairy, silken furred wolves wake up and say hello? There are that many. I can't see that drop. Okay. 1 second, I'm just going to send out a message a second. Right, can everyone just wake up a second and check your messages? And go back to sleep. And can the person I sent the message just wake up one more time a second? And I know. Okay. That's fine. I'll explain that at the end of the game. Okay, that's fab. Thank you so much. Okay, can my insomniac wake up? Okay, and I will give you a thumbs up for if your neighbors will wake up at night, and if a thumbs down. If thumbs down, it means neither of them woke up. If a thumbs up, it means one or more of them will wake up. Okay. Okay, next can my wonderful, hopefully protective, avenging bodyguard wake up and give me a quick wave? Okay. Can my Van Helsing please wake up? Give me a quick wave. Thank you. And finally, can my wonderful spooky spirit seer wake up? You do get to act tonight, so give me 2 names. And but remember that information may change depending on what happens in the game. 1 second. Okay. And everybody gets to wake up and do a meet and greet. You have 10 minutes. I will give you a countdown fairly regularly, so please begin your day. Starting now.
So
Starting now.
I assume we have 3 starting wolves because the rabbit wolf can turn someone, the cursed can turn, and we also have a ven wolf.
I think it's.
I'm hoping we've not got more than 3.
You think we have 4 starting wolves?
It's Jerry.
Okay.
The
But then-
rabid wolf is the one where that's how she described it, the nomination thing, not turning.
Yeah.
Is it turning or
It's
dying?
turning.
Is it definitely? So if 2 people nominate and the rabbit wolf dies, then it's definitely going to be one of them that will turn.
Yes.
50-50 between them.
Yeah.
Couple of thoughts on the roles we got. One, if you've got one of the major important roles for a village, be careful about nominating and seconding, because if you turn, that's going to be really bad for us if Val Helsing suddenly is a werewolf.
Yeah. But you saying that now, the wolves go for the people who don't nominate.
Yeah, right. Are you helping us or the wolves?
There's a balance. You can always do the odd
Idiots are wolves.
5, but I'm saying the other thing I'm thinking of is whilst normally I would always say if we've got a wolf to kill any known wolves, my thought on this game is I am reasonably happy to, if we've got one person say who's 100% wolf and one person who's 50-50, to kill the 50-50 and let Val Helsing kill the 100% so they don't lose a life. They're wrong.
Okay.
Are
Do
you a
people
wolf?
keep their rolls if they turn by the rabbit wolf? Or
Sorry, Colton?
do people keep their rolls? Like if the seer
It's stacked.
nominated, if it was like seer bodyguard nominated the rabbit wolf, do they stay your bodyguard?
I would have said yes normally, but I realized I've kind of stacked it, so no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Because I was gonna say, in theory, it's actually could be in Van Helsing's best interest to try to turn and just nominate
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then just become a super wolf. Still
Right.
probably.
I was thinking the same when you asked the question. I was like, oh no, please don't say
Is that your
yes.
plan then, Lucas?
No. If I was the Van Helsing and you would stack, that would have been my plan, yes. It's a lot of ifs.
Even as the seer, I mean, at risk of sounding suspicious, I just like to explore ideas. Like as a seer, you could just plan on turning and just give garbage info when you come out as the seer and then like hope that you get turned in. I don't know. I think that's interesting.
You won't do that, right, Colton?
No. I'm a villager. I
Because
can't
you're a
do that.
villager and you'll help the village team.
Right.
Jerry, we don't have
I would
any
do it
Upset
under
that
the
he's a
radar
plain
if that's what I was
villager.
trying to do.
Colin's upset he's a plain villager.
Mhm.
So what was that question? I was just answering a message to Adam a second. What was that?
We don't have any lichens, do we?
No lichens.
Okay. I mean,
But I'll just be
it's
back in a
that we
tick.
have no normals here, so like
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, Lycan's not relevant to the seer.
We could all be lichens. It doesn't matter in this game.
So do you think we shouldn't be willy-nilly with our nominations? We should talk to people, get people to talk instead of nominating like 3 times.
But we only
every
have
day?
10 minutes, so I think we shouldn't change too much. But
It's
No,
only,
No.
Rabid Wolf is only where we kill the person.
Oh,
so
okay,
nominating
okay.
and not killing isn't a problem.
In
Alright,
terms
gotcha.
in terms of the Van Helsing, is it kind of like worth them not killing for a little bit so the Spirit Sea is getting decent info? Do you like for the first few nights?
I think if they have
Okay.
good reads, they should definitely pursue those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, the Van
Well, they got
Helsing
a
needs
good
Alex is
guy
the Van
next to that, they
Helsing,
should
then
definitely roll
he's
it.
just going to shoot anyway.
Well, the
Van
fact
Helsing
that they
definitely
have
needs to
2
shoot,
lives
yeah.
or 3 lives actually makes it interesting because having 3 lives is pretty important. That's a lot more than 2. You know, so there is an argument to be made to just be a 3-lived villager, you know, and only
Yeah.
kill if
Right.
you have like a strong read on somebody. But
Because it's like an
you know,
ultra
being
top
Van
guy.
Helsing, you know, I have to weigh that, so I'm not exactly sure how I would play it.
So
That's why-
Van Helsing get to kill people at night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's why
if they
that's
kill
why-
villagers, then they're losing lives.
Yeah, that's why I said it might be worth them waiting a few nights. Spirit Sea gets decent reads, and they've got 3 lives for a bit longer, and then start
No,
killing them.
no,
We're a bit more sure.
I would say Van Helsing needs to start shooting because we are 17 people, and if you really believe we have 4 starting wolves, and then we have the Van Wolf also, that's 5, plus
Okay.
Cursed is 6, and then the Rabbit Wolf could make it to 7 wolves altogether.
I
So, yeah.
realize
Wow.
I may have
Yeah,
made it
you're right.
slightly too powerful. I'm sorry.
Oh, thanks, Jerry.
Yeah,
I want to nominate Jerry.
Is that
for
an
what it's
official
worth,
nomination?
no,
Yes.
I agree with Lucas, although I recognize that's gotten me in trouble before. But like I thought like what Jerry was saying before the game started that maybe there was a lot of werewolves, and so I agree. Like the Van Helsing probably needs to like.
Yeah.
But
I
you
mean,
gotta
go with
try-
your suspicions.
I mean,
but like,
obviously-
Try really
Yeah.
hard. Don't
Well,
just.
I'll respectfully
blindly.
disagree with that.
two
Jerry.
Yeah.
seconds. Just as for
I don't think
clarity.
it's a good idea.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
No.
hang
yeah,
on.
go on.
Jerry,
I have paused the timer just for clarity. If the Van Helsing shoots the cursed or the werewolf, they will not lose a life.
Oh.
Oh,
So
She's
that makes
giving
it
us-
a little bit
Um,
better.
Yeah, a bit of
I-
balance to the village.
I've got a quick
Thanks,
question
Jerry.
here.
Yeah.
Any chance that there's that? Does Peter, do you think there's any chance that there's actually 5 werewolves, and that's why Jerry is so panicked now?
A question for Jerry.
Yes.
Will the Van Helsing know when they lose their lives?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they can't
Right.
match the village until they're on their last one.
She'll let you know, Jesse.
Okay,
I agree what we were saying, Lucas, in principle, that the Van Helsing needs to start killing to kill potential werewolves. But the issue is, early game, if they get it wrong, which they've got more chance to, they could be killed. We could be losing 2 villagers each time, which is
Right.
even
And-
worse if there's more potential wolves. So
Unfortunately, in this,
we could spin
Yeah,
the
but
village.
then, but then you
lose.
lose a chance of killing werewolves, right? Because
Yeah.
well, if the game ends in 5 minutes, we can just re-rack and start again.
this
Is,
the
uh,
official cup game.
Could-
The
has a question.
Windwolf is the Windwolf like I've heard. I'm confused by how it works. Is it they are a wolf and they pick somebody that will become a wolf when they say so, or are
Right.
they somebody that
Nope.
appears like they think they're a villager,
Yeah.
and then when
So
the wolf team decides for them to turn, so
that's
they're
it.
like a dream wolf kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
so the wolves choose in
Perfect.
group, or one wolf gets to choose who it
They
is?
choose together. They have a discussion, which I gave them at the start of the game, and then they messaged me going who they wanted their victim.
They already did,
Oh, so
or
they
they
picked
will.
who it was.
Yeah,
Right.
the
They-
wolf
they-
We
takes
didn't
they
do
two.
a
know.
nomination.
I'll nominate Sonia.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask her what she is.
No,
Okay.
I just want to stop the clock, basically.
Okay, so I've got a nomination for Sonia. And that was from Jesse. And Lucas seconded, yeah?
So the first person you thought of was me,
Two-
huh,
two-
Jesse? Thanks.
Oh, that Care Bear behind you doesn't help.
Yeah.
But it's Cheer Bear.
Okay,
No.
so 2 seconds. So Sonia has been nominated. Sonia, you get 1 minute for your defense starting now.
So I'm a villager. I'm just listening and I'm trying to pay careful attention to what you guys are saying. And I have a few suspicions. There's some people that are being really, really quiet. That last game I played with were really vocal. And I don't know what to make of that yet.
Okay. Any questions yet,
Yeah.
Lucas?
Would you like to share your suspicions?
Not yet. Not yet.
We're talking about last night.
Okay.
No.
Any other questions? Nope. Okay. So usual way of playing it. Up to save, down to kill. The 2, 4, 6, 8.
17.
17. Yeah. Okay, I've got my numbers. 17. So that means majority of. Oh God, 9. 9. Okay. And ready to vote in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we have 2 down. That's enough. Sonia survives, and you have. When I lock my phone, 3 minutes.
2 voted down?
Elliot and
Davey and Elliot.
Okay, that's an Elliot
So there's no
thing.
world where we shouldn't
Elliot's-
kill, because there's like a 40% chance we hit somebody that's either evil or will become evil, right?
That's
So,
true.
And I always love people who say, I think I know who might be bad, but I'm not telling you.
Yeah, that
Well, I don't know who it is, and so if I'm playing a for real game, like for points, I don't want to like.
I'm
blow
sus
it.
on Lynn.
So like, wait, Lucas,
I think Lynn
there
is a
was
wolf.
one thing. There was one thing though.
Who said
Remember-
that?
I did.
you're sus on Davey.
No, on Lynn.
Then
Me.
Yes.
Sus on me.
Now there's
Why
one
you
thing
sus
though.
on me.
I just want to see your reaction. What to what happens?
I'm the villager, so whatever.
You might get your head bitten
Oh,
off, mate. I
she's
won't
not
go on to
feisty
that.
enough.
Bill, you had
Oh,
something
I'm
to
the
say?
villager. You don't want to hear me.
Flick,
I wanna hear from
would like
Jill.
to.
Sounds like
I would
he's got
like to
something he wants
listen
to say.
to Flick. She's been trying to say something.
yeah, no, all I was really saying was I can understand where Sonia's coming from because like if I have information and I think I've got enough, I feel more comfortable giving it to the village. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like if you feel like there's something, even if it's because like when I haven't got a lot, I go, look, this is just not a lot of information, but it's just kind of a vibe. Because like I usually have like a list of usual suspects. So like if there's someone who's kind of on your usual suspects, but it's not a definitive thing, it might help some of us keep an eye on it. So second set of eyes. But we're using up time. I'm conscious of this. So
Yeah.
I just want to say something to the bodyguard because halfway into the game, if nobody dies, the bodyguard will know that somebody got turned. So depending on the kind of information we have then, you might want to think about bringing that information out because it might be helpful.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be always
How long
about
left,
because
Geri?
of the bodyguard.
it'll be public info. If nobody dies, we know
Yes.
somebody turned, because the avenging bodyguard doesn't stop death.
1 minute.
You have a minute.
I'll
Someone should
nominate
nominate.
Luciana.
One nomination for Luciana. Do I have a second?
I'll second to stop the clock.
Okay. So who nominated?
That was me.
George. And who seconded?
I did.
Jesse.
Desi, thank you. Okay, so Luciana is on the nomination block. This is the second nomination of the day. 1 minute for your defense starts now.
Yeah, I'm a villager. On my list are Elliot and Flick now. And that's it, basically. I don't have more to say. So I'm a villager. 2 people are on my sus list.
Hey, Elliot.
Luciana, what's your track record at reading me?
Ask the right person.
It's bad in general, so you're not that special, Elliot.
Any other questions? Okay, so this is the second nomination. After this, you have 46 seconds remaining of the day. Up to save, down to kill, 9-person majority in 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2 down. That is not enough. You have Lucian's 5. You have 46 seconds starting now.
Can I take a second? What was I saying? The bodyguard thing was that the avenging bodyguard, they kill somebody if they get a protect, because if they successfully protect, they are
30
told, yes, you
seconds.
protected. Who do you want to kill? So they don't stop the death. It just gets
Sure.
moved to somebody else.
So we actually shouldn't have any night without death.
Oh,
when it's
so the
it's-
bodyguard doesn't
So
stop the
everybody
person
knows
from being
that
No, they
somebody's
stop
turn,
seconds.
there's no death.
Oh, there's a cursed turn, and that's the only way that there's no death.
Correct. So the bodyguard doesn't need to come out and tell people when it happened. Everyone would know.
Mod question to stop the timer
That's
as
not
well.
what I was saying. I was saying about
Geri, I have a
that.
mod question. Can we stop the timer?
Jerry, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Davey.
You mentioned when you were talking about the avenging bodyguard that the next day, if their protect the previous day was correct, then they would get a kill. Is that correct, or do they kill that same night?
No, they
Same
should
night,
kill
yeah.
that same night.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay,
so-
because you said next. That's why I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
here
no,
on the
no.
list says kill the next night. That's why.
Okay.
I realized.
I just assumed
so
how
it's-
it's
So
normally.
it's not the next night, it's
It's
Play.
that
the
night.
same,
You
Same
have-
night, yeah.
Yeah.
night.
Same.
Oh.
It's the first time I've played with the Avenging Bodyguard. So okay,
Again,
you have 10.
that makes a big difference.
So we need to get nomination.
You have 10 seconds.
Alex Olin is my
I'll
suspicion.
nominate Eddie
Whoa.
Nomination for Eddie. Do I have a second?
just because of the comments that you were making about the Van Helsing.
Nominate Alex.
No, we've already got us. Eddie was.
80 second.
Yep.
Okay, this is the third nomination. Eddie, you have a minute for your defense starting now.
Well, I'm a normal villager, that's for sure. I think you've got to make a decision whether we have to kill someone tonight. I am kind of early. It's kind of early, but I would say I'm suspicious of Sonia, potentially. I think Colton's good, but this is still very, very early. I think potentially Lucas is good. But really early. I'm a vanilla villager, and I think you've just got to make a decision. I don't know. I think, do we have to kill someone tonight? I don't know. Or today, should I say?
Okay. Up to save, down to kill.
No questions for Eddie.
Any questions? Yeah, Elliot?
Yeah. Do you think we should have no kill with a rabid wolf in the game?
The rabid wolf changes. Yeah, well, I don't know. Like in terms of the rabid wolf, obviously, if two people nominate me and a rabid wolf, then someone becomes a wolf.
Oh, sorry, forget what I said. I get confused with starving.
Yeah, it's not starving.
I thought you were getting confused with starving. Yeah.
Okay.
Lynn, if
Oh,
you
I
got a
was gonna
question?
ask something, but
Go on, Lynn.
I was gonna say, is that slip off of the tongue when you said we shouldn't kill tonight as opposed to today?
No. I'm definitely a straight vanilla villager. I think there's an argument to not kill me today because do we have to kill on the first day?
Mod question or just comment, a reminder for the rabid wolf. If we do kill a wolf, make sure that you pretend at least to send a message to keep the illusion that they could have been the rabid wolf.
Thank you. Okay. Up to save, down to kill, 9-person majority.
After all, it's the inventor of the rabbit wolf. Colton. Oh, I meant Connor. Sorry, Colton.
Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean? That was Connor's. All right, now. All right, I want to nominate Lucas.
Up to save, down to kill in 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is enough. Eddie, you have been killed. And Eddie was a villager. So everyone go to sleep 1 second.
And don't forget to mute everyone, Jerry.
Just gonna,
Mute us.
You're lucky because I said the first day is 10 hours, so that would have been another one for Adam's longest record.
Hey, I did that.
Okay. Can my beautiful hairy werewolves please wake up? Okay. Okay, 1 moment. Yes. Okay, and werewolves go to sleep. Bodyguards, please wake up. Okay. And I will give you a thumbs up if that person was being nominated. A thumbs down means they weren't nominated. Okay, and my insomniac, please wake up. Okay, and thumbs up means that they woke up at night. Thumbs down means they didn't, or there's a mix of both. Thea, please wake up. Give me a name. Okay, please go back to sleep. Thank you very much. Okay, day 2 dawns bright and beautiful. Except for poor Georgie, whose beautiful hair was left as a beautiful little trail. And as they walk round the corner and follow the hair crumbs, they find him dead. And they may or may not. Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? Everyone go back to sleep a second. I forgot to call someone. Van Helsing. Okay. Thank you very much. Everybody wake up. And Grow, unfortunately, follows George in the dead as dead. There's a
Do we find out what they were?
Grow was a werewolf.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Okay. And if everyone can just check the messages, because I may or may not have sent a message out.
Did we?
Rules question, Jerry. Does the bodyguard protect against cursed? So is it?
Yes.
Did we hear what George was?
George was a villager.
Okay, thank you.
So I have a question. Why did people vote up for Eddie? I feel like statistically, I had stated before people, I mean, I know Lucas agreed with me and then continued to vote up. Like, from my viewpoint, I'm a villager. He would have come out with a role if he was a role. So he's not one of the like 4 roles. So that left 12 possible people. And
No.
we decided like 6 of them are werewolves or could become werewolves. So it's literally like a 50-50. Why vote up on a 3rd nomination?
Because I, for example, I decided that I'm not gonna do the whole meta 3rd vote, always kill people. If I don't think it's a werewolf, I'm gonna vote up. I'm gonna be hang up on the which
I didn't
of
like.
which.
I didn't like the way the day went because there was literally like a minute left, and then people were talking. I knew someone was just gonna get thrown up there with like 10 seconds left, who like really didn't get a chance to defend himself. And I did vote out because I wasn't sure, because I thought maybe we could learn more. I was hoping he would be a werewolf and I could kind of
I didn't throw him up out of nowhere. He was my top suspicion because of what he said about the
Yeah,
Van Helsing.
he and Grow actually were my suspicions. I didn't have great reasons though, so I didn't want to nominate them, but I was all for.
I mean,
voting
I
out.
thought also he might get picked as a werewolf, possibly. I thought, so that's another reason.
The other things is some of the people comment against him were on my suspicious list, so I had to go by that because I have very little information the first day.
Yeah,
So I wanted to say, that I didn't give out any names because it's the first day. I play better when I have information. And if I don't have information, it's just kind of a stab in the dark. So why am I going to do that? Because I do not have any information.
And I wanted to say that I agree with Jill, actually. It's better, from my point of view, it's better to not kill than to kill a villager. So if I don't think the person up is a wolf, then I won't vote down, even if it's the 3rd nomination.
Yeah, I mean, I was also thinking, I mean, whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, for me, I wouldn't normally do it. You all know I'm about as bloodthirsty as they come on the village team. But there were a couple of things that just I really liked Eddie's defense or demeanor with it. I didn't like Alex as soon as his name was mentioned towards the end, quickly throwing in a nomination. I didn't.
You mean like 0.1 millisecond before I did that?
It was weird.
Like, I barely heard that.
For the
as
record,
I
it was
talking.
weird, Alex.
Yeah, right.
Did anybody else think that the last minute was used up kind of carelessly, like
Yeah, it was.
in the
It was.
conversation?
And I
Maybe to
actually
use
don't
up the
suspect
time.
Colton,
No,
but it's
Davey
pretty
asked you to
bad.
pause the timer. Davey asked to pause the timer.
Well,
when
he
we had
did good, but we were talking a lot about the bodyguard within a
Yeah.
minute. Like we should have been really talking about who we're suspicious of.
I brought it up because
No.
Gil DM'd me, and I don't want to reply to DM because that's not like how the game
okay.
should work. And so I wanted to just make it a public conversation.
Well, I just
And
DM
that's why I
like
brought
I
it
just
up.
DM because I misunderstood. I was DM for the question of because I read something here and people
I
are
think
saying
it's fine.
something here. so
We
I
should
was
focus. We should focus on
Right.
both.
I don't think. I think I want to trust Colton, even though.
No. I think it's a normal question that you asked, and he didn't waste time, in my opinion.
I'll
I
nominate
would like
Alex.
to hear from
A second.
who? Alex?
Yeah, Alex.
Oh.
I would have rather wait.
You're always so quick, Elliot. Too quick for me.
I like to space out on nominations rather than have them all in the last 30 seconds.
That's probably good.
Yeah, that's good.
Jerry, we can't hear you.
Sorry, did someone second Alex?
Yes, Chris.
Yeah, Chris
Okay.
did.
Bear me 1 second. Elliot nominated, Chris seconded. Okay, Alex, you have 1 minute for your defense starting now.
Well, I'm on the villager team. Again, the reason why I nominated Eddie is because we had like 7 seconds left and we needed a nomination, and he was the top of my suspicion list. He said that he wanted the Van Helsing to lay off for a while just to kind of help the seer get more info, which, I mean, that obviously we knew that that was really what he thought, but I thought that could be a werewolf thing there, trying to stop the Van Helsing from, actually helping us like he did this last night, he or she. And I don't know. Right now, my suspicions are I'm on Chris. Looks a little uncomfortable, and Jesse
one?
actually does too as well. Oh, sorry, Chris A. Sorry. Number 2 and number 3. They both seem a little uncomfortable to me, but obviously I was wrong about Eddie. So take that for what it's worth. Yeah, I think that's all I have. Lucas?
Who was second on your suspicion list yesterday?
It was actually Chris. Chris A. Luciana.
What about Lynn and Flick?
Lynn and Flick. I haven't paid as much attention to them, so I don't know exactly what to think about Lynn or Flick. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't got any strong reads on them.
Okay,
I kind of look for discomfort. That's it.
there's 14 people, so I need 8-person majority. Up to save, down to kill in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, okay, that's enough to save Alex. So you have 6 minutes, 43 seconds.
Why did you second and then you voted up, Chris? You made me confused now.
Well, I seconded because I wanted to hear Alex's defense. And I'm not 100% that he is a wolf. That's why I voted up.
It sounds to me that you're partnering with him and you try to save him because the chance of kill people in the first round is small.
No. I am a villager. The reason I'm uncomfortable is because it's so warm.
I think Chris and Alex are partners in this thing.
Yeah, Chris does look hot there, I will say.
Well,
I
I
know
would,
that might be an excuse.
I think the two of them are playing together.
and I wouldn't discount Elliot too, because he will throw down a fellow wolf.
Right.
Yeah. But Alex is super high on my list now.
Sonia, are you
Really?
saying you think Alex is a wolf, but you voted up for him? Because otherwise I'm not throwing down a fellow wolf.
Correct, but it was still the first vote, and I'm not sure yet. But I am watching you, Elliot, because you did vote down for me, and I don't even know why. I did you, Elliot.
Can we
Just
hear
because
from
of
Josh,
convenience.
maybe?
Josh,
Well, with you and Luciana watching out for me, what could go right for me?
Josh, who are your suspicions and who do you trust?
I am pretty suspicious of Alex. I think if we nominate him again, I'll vote down. But it was the first vote of the day. I actually I think I've got a higher trust list than I do suspicion list. I don't want to say who I trust right now. But Alex is up there, and I don't want to be suspicious of Lynn, but I am noticing she's being very quiet. So
Yes, I am.
and that's fair. That's fair. There's reasons to be quiet, even if you're not a werewolf. So,
I
yeah,
have no problem coming out with what I am. If you guys, I don't want a Van Helsing to waste a
fine,
kill on me if that's
No.
what it's gonna take.
I mean, I'm assuming. I'm just going to assume that you're a regular villager. You're just looking for tails and all that. But yeah, I've got like 3 people on my trust list, and Alex and maybe Lynn. It's a not as strong on Lynn, but on my suspicion list. So.
You know what? I'll just come out. I have no problem. I hope there is still bodyguard though. I am not the seer this game. I will say that I'm not the confused seer. I am the insomniac, however. So when I woke up first night, I did see either Grow or Gil, a thumbs up for them. One of them did wake up. Obviously, with Van Helsing killing Grow is a werewolf. Gil, I'm not sure about. Gil could be a werewolf. Gil could be something else. Maybe Gil's just a plain villager, because I only get a thumbs up if at least one of them are up. Now with my Grow gone. Sorry, now with Grow.
Bad timing to come out.
Yeah, I know. Now with Grow gone and
Yeah, we don't know anything about us, unfortunately.
Yeah, Jesse, I might get new information on if bodyguard protects me if there is one.
That would be a good thing, but no one else should come out with roles that way.
Yeah.
We just protect Lynn.
No, but
tonight.
there's no point going after Jesse and Jip today. Even if it's a werewolf.
Is that 3 minutes? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I have just now part of my sus list.
I didn't love that speech because you said you had a lot more people on your trust list than you said you had 3 people on your trust list and possibly 2. And that's not a lot more to me. I don't know. But that could be nothing. I could be misreading that.
3. Well, 1 and 1.5. Like I thought Lynn may have had. I don't know.
We're going to run really short of time if we don't get our second
The
nomination.
thing is, I know there's a
We
Van
haven't
Helsing.
heard from Davey at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Davey's quiet.
Oh, I think Davey's fine though. I want to hear suspicions.
Yeah, I don't have much. Sonia and Josh are the people that I'm suspicious of. Sonia was from the first day. That's why I voted down on her, because she was one of the 3 people that I had. The other 2 are dead, so it doesn't matter. And then Josh has been super quiet, which is why I was starting to think of him. And then when he said, I don't really have any suspicions. I do have a trust list, but I'm not going to give it to you. Although I think that's a fine way to do it. I don't disagree with doing it that way. I still think that he's suspicious.
I can't do it, but we need a second nomination.
Chris R. is
I
also
nominate
been-
Chris R.
Yeah,
Got a
oh my
nomination.
God, right when I say it, yeah.
Okay, so I've got a nomination for Chris. Like, it's really bloody hot here. So Lynn nominated and Lucas.
No, not me. I didn't nominate anybody.
Sonia,
Lucas
Sonia,
nominated and
Sonia.
Sonia seconded.
Lucas and Sonia.
Okay. So Chris R, you've got a minute for your defense starting now.
I'm on the villager team, and I'm also a little suspicious of Alex, and because and if I'm suspicious of Alex, then I'm also suspicious of Jesse because Alex likes throwing werewolf bodies under the bus. And I'm not sure about Chris A and Sonia. I don't really agree with the Josh suspicion there. I'm not sure what to think of Davey. I haven't gotten a read on Flick, but Luciana was suspicious of her, and games I played, she was right about Flick more, so I'm not sure what to think of that. I don't have particular reads on anybody else at this point.
have a question. If we leave you alive, would you nominate Alex after this? No, I ask her.
That's bribing. That's not
No,
question.
no, I just ask her.
You don't.
I'm. We still have a little time to talk. I guess. I think we shouldn't. You should use the time that you have in this village to talk. I think.
There is
Interesting.
1 minute 48 seconds if Chris survives. There is 2, 4, 6, 8, 14. So I need an 8-person majority either way. 3, 2, 1, go. Five, 6, 7. That is not enough to kill. So Chris, you survive.
Nominate Alex.
Nomination for Alex.
Why?
Wait a second.
Why? Why are you
Why
hastily
are
doing
you
that?
running like that?
Because I don't want werewolves to control.
Yeah,
the
I
nomination.
second.
Okay.
Who seconded? Jill or me, Jerry?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it
Does it
matters.
matter?
It matters.
It
Okay.
matters because of the rabbit.
I will second. I don't mind second.
Lucas was the person I heard.
Okay.
Okay, Alex, this is the third nomination of the day. You have 1 minute for your defense starting now.
Well, I don't know what else I can say. I'm on the village team. You shouldn't kill me if you care about the numbers, but I'm pretty sure everybody's going to kill me anyway because everybody seems to be suspicious of me for some reason. Again, my top suspicions are still Chris and Jesse. Lynn, I got a little bit more suspicion on because I watched her a little bit more and she's very not talkative, but I don't know. She always plays differently. I don't really have a good way of reading her. Pretty suspicious on Elliot now for that just snap nomination of me. Like, I don't know why after Chris just said that we need more time to talk that you just immediately snap nominate me. But hey, you know what? Do you, I guess. And I guess that's all I got. So Colton, what's up?
So I have a question. I wanted to have this discussion, but if the bodyguard is supposedly protecting Lynn, who do you think would be the next highest priority target for the wolves? Because I'm worried it's me. I feel like I've heard people mention that they trust me, and I'm worried that I'm going to die and I wouldn't be able to say my piece.
I'm not sure. I think the Wolves are going to make a decision based off of like who is nominating and potentially having suspicion on them if they feel like maybe one of the other people threw out a name. Or they could just go for Lynn and hope that the bodyguard's trying to fake them out. So I don't know exactly what their play would be here, but it's a good thought, I guess.
Still need Luciana.
Luciana.
Any thoughts on Chris R and Davey?
Chris R, I voted down for her because I didn't like her defense, but I did like the fact that she wanted us to take more time, not just snap nominate me. Davey, I don't particularly have any thoughts on.
Okay, so third nomination of the night. Everyone will go to sleep after this. 8-person majority in 3, 2, 1, go. 8, 9, that is enough. Alex, you've been killed, and Alex was a werewolf.
Oh, great, Elliot. We too need to watch.
Go to sleep.
No, okay, you don't message?
Go to sleep. My mic has a mutability. Okay, my beautiful shiny werewolves, please wake up. Werewolves, one more time. Okay. And go to sleep. Okay, can my bodyguard please wake up? And give me the name of someone you want to protect tonight. And bodyguard, 1 more second. I will give you a thumbs up if you protected successfully, or a thumbs down if you didn't. And if you did, you get to give me a name of someone. And thank you very much, and go back to sleep. Okay, and go back to sleep. Can my Van Helsing please wake up? Give me 1 second. Just a few bits and pieces to go through. Okay, and go back to sleep. Can my insomniac please wake up? Okay, thumbs up if your neighbors woke up, thumbs down if they didn't. Okay. Okay, and finally, can my seer wake up? And give me the names of 2 people you want to check. And I will give you a thumbs up if one or more of them both wake up, and a thumbs down if neither of them woke up. Okay, and with that, go back to sleep. And everybody can wake up, except for Sonia was killed in the night, and Sonia was a villager. And Davy was also killed in the night, and Davy was a villager. Okay, you get 9 minutes, starting now.
Terrible job by the Van Helsing.
Or Wolf Cup.
Did the Van Helsing act?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, she called them.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
assuming if they acted on night 1, they wouldn't not act on night 2.
Yeah. So,
Jill, you're muted.
They woke up doesn't mean they did anything, right?
Yeah, but I would assume they did.
Can you
I would
update us,
I would
please?
hope so, because at this point of the game, there's so many people. You need
Lynn,
someone
what's your
here from
info?
Lynn.
So I want to either go for Gil or Jesse because I got a thumbs up last night. So one of those 2 I have to go for here.
Well, it's just that we woke up, but I did not wake up. So, Jill, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't take your word for that.
I mean,
though, right?
there's a
So-
potential that Jill could be the bodyguard. Jill could be the seer.
Hang on,
Jill could
sorry,
be...
one more person died last night. Chris R died.
Oh, crap.
Sorry. And
Me?
Villager, yeah, Chris R.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh God.
Alex could have been the cub.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna
Broken
come out. I was surprised because I killed Chris. I got a thumbs up and I killed Chris, and then she didn't die, and then Sonia died, and I was like, I didn't know what happened, so that's why I was quiet. And unfortunately, Lean came out on the first day saying that Jess and I had twice she got thumbs up with me next to her. And I think that put a target on my back. So I can only protect myself tonight and survive 1 more night.
Yeah.
That's it. I can't protect the people after that. So I'm gonna die from the werewolves in a day or 2.
So you were the boss.
So the question is, who is more important, me or Sonia? And then we root out Elliot.
Is there a seer like it would come out right now, or you think a seer should wait?
Depends how much information the seer has, right?
It depends.
We're very, very close
Not
to
really. We lost 3 villagers in one night.
So maybe I
and
should.
we know we have a lot of wolves. So
maybe before you guys nominate, I should bring out my suspicions in case
Yeah.
I don't have a chance before. So I was suspicious of Alex, and I thought Alex and Chris A are playing together. That's kind of what my vibe.
Okay.
But then what's her name? Chris. When she just stuck on the nomination for Alex the next day, she was very hesitant. That told me like I could be wrong, but that was a telling for me. And that's why I was going to kill one of the two Chris. I decided to go for her because of her defense was weird. So my three suspicions are Chris A, Colton, and Josh.
I'm suspicious of Colton as well. Generally, when someone reminds the moderator of something that helps the werewolves, they're bad.
Also,
I just wanted to play the game the way it's meant to be. Because I mean, when she did it last night, she forgot to keep everyone awake. That's
To be fair, Colton is lower on my list.
Yeah, same.
Chris
Colton is very
A-
low on my list.
Chris A is on the top, and then after Josh, and then Colton. Now,
Just plain villager.
Yeah, sorry, it's Josh.
So okay. I totally trust Gil.
well,
and
Josh, it's not for anything. It's just from the beginning. There was something that happens on the beginning of the name that I know to your name on.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I think I am. I'm trusting Gil, and so I'm gonna nominate Chris A.
Nomination for Chris A. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay.
Gil, you shouldn't second. You can turn.
Oh, I can turn, so I'm not second.
Oh,
no.
I'm too late now.
It's too late. Sorry.
I'm gonna die.
Vote up.
Okay. Or maybe you just don't care.
Okay, Chris.
I don't care to be turned. That's to tell the truth. I don't care.
Oh, now the 3 villagers died.
The longer I can survive, the better.
So this is Chris's defense. He has a minute. He can unmute himself.
I'm just a
And
plain
please-
villager. I mean, you can kill me, but werewolves will win. Because they'll get parity a lot quicker. I mean, as I'm just a plain villager. My suspicions. Probably Colton and Jesse, but that's.
No, Chris.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, I
Josh,
have a
any
question.
Go ahead, Lucas.
What do you think of Flick, Chris?
I struggle to read Flick. I want to trust Flick, but I'm not sure.
Chris, would you agree that it may be good for us to just keep you alive now and come back to you later when Gil's not one of the people, in case you are the rabid wolf?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I've got no problem. I don't mind. I'm playing villagers, so I don't mind dying, but it's not going to be helpful to the village.
Okay, so there are 10 of you in the game, so I need a 6-person nomination majority. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that's enough.
I'm super sus of you.
Yeah. Can we hear from Flick now? Please.
Sorry. Can people hear the fan, or do I need to move it away?
Oh, it's fine.
No, it's okay.
Fine.
Fine.
That's fine.
Sorry, I've had a fan.
You
all
can
my
talk
days.
through it if you want.
I don't really have a huge amount. Like at the start, I had like my usual sus list. I put down Josh. I put down Davey. Davey's not here now. I've noticed that Chris A's name has been mentioned a couple of times. So has Colton's. So has Jesse's. So has Josh's. Those are the people I'd be looking at, but I don't have anything firm. Like, I've had Josh from the start as a thing, but then that could be meta. So, yeah, I only have like 4 names, and the thing is, like, I haven't got a specifically strong feeling on anyone outright. I did have Josh down from the start, but mostly what I've been doing is going back and forth and looking at the names, and like, there have been a few people just doing a lot of the talking.
Yeah, I nominate Flick.
I don't mind. I
Got a nomination for
wait,
Flick?
wait. I don't mind.
Do I have
She's a
second?
wolf, so
I'll
I don't mind
second.
killing her
That's
now.
fine. I'm a plain villager.
Sorry. So who nominated Flick? Sorry.
I did.
Lucas and I seconded.
Yeah.
Okay, Flick, you've been nominated. You have a minute for your defense starting now.
Yeah, I've given what I have to the village. I don't have anything else really to give. I have a pizza in the oven, which I'm happy to go and eat. It is a loss for the village at this point because we don't have. I feel like this could go either way, and I'd be mindful of that. But obviously, like, I'm one vote in this, but the village has my information. I have been trying to change up my playing style because apparently some people are very meta and keep doing like thoughts and feelings and things about this, about my gameplay, which kind of ruins the fun entirely. So I don't know. I'm not enjoying this game as much as I enjoyed previous games. I don't have as much of a feel. Like the last two games, I felt great on like my feels on it. And this one, I feel like I'm swimming in the dark a little. So I'm happy just to be killed off and watch. It sucks because I like playing, but I'm just not enjoying it as much as I usually do. So it's a loss for the village. It's down to the village how they feel, because like I'm happy to bulk out village numbers and just be in misery in the corner. But I mean, I've nothing else really to add because you've got my information. So
anybody got any questions?
Is it the cake that makes all the difference?
Like the last two games, I did have a lot of sugar beforehand, and I felt a bit more like uppity. But like right now, I'm boiling in my kitchen, and I just feel like a hot mess. And I don't know. I'm just not getting the same level of excitement, and it's not Geri's fault. It's just it's very much a me thing. I'm just not having that same vibe that I had the last two games, and it clearly shows. So
okay, time to vote. So 6-person majority. Everyone knows what to do. In 3, 2, 1, go. 6. Okay, that is enough. Flick has been killed. She gets dragged down to the Lincoln post. And as you go into and dissect her, she is a werewolf. Everyone go to sleep. And I'm just going to type just. Okay, my beautiful werewolves, please wake up. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, and go back to sleep. Bodyguard, please wake up. And please give me the name of someone you'd like to protect tonight. Okay, thank you very much, and go back to sleep. Okay, please can my insomniac wake up? Thumbs up means one of your neighbors, one or more neighbors woke up. Thumbs down means no one did. And go back to sleep. Van Helsing. Please give me the name if you wish to try and turn anyone into human toast or werewolf toast tonight. Thank you very much. Okay. And finally, can my seer wake up? Give me the names of 2 people you want to check. Thumbs up means that one or more than woke up and has a killing roll. Thumbs down means no one did. And everyone can wake up, but bear me 1 second. So, okay, and in the night, so Gil is found dead and torn to pieces, and Gil was a villager. And Chris A was also found a smeared bloody lump over the ground, and Chris was a villager.
Oh, it's Josh and Colton is my 2. I think it's Josh and Colton if there are 2 left. If there are less,
Josh is definitely on my list.
Do we
Yeah,
have any
it's
roles left?
Colton. I
Do we
mean,
have a
he
seer
voted
or a
he voted up
bodyguard?
for Flick, so
and Alex.
and
Can
that
I
was a
just
horrible defense.
Lucas, can I ask you a quick question?
Yep.
Have you just turned into a werewolf?
No.
I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this question or not, if it's per the rules. If
you could message,
you can
Jerry
just message Jerry, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you
yeah,
want.
can I do that? Can I message you,
Yeah.
Jerry? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just not sure if I can ask it publicly or not. So
So what did I do to get everyone on suspicious list? I feel like
running
couple
out
of
of
days,
people.
people were saying
I
that they
trust you,
trusted me,
Colton.
and I don't think I've done anything
I mean-
differently. I've voted up on werewolves because I genuinely believe I did not find him suspicious. I actually thought Gil was the most suspicious person, which I was like, I hated to trust him after he came out because obviously I had no reason not to trust him, but he was my number 1 suspicion. And then Flick, it was a mix of, I don't know, I just felt bad to vote down on that defense. It was a second defense. I thought we could have a discussion afterwards. I was really on the fence between voting up and down on her.
I very nearly voted up, but then I just remember how many times she talked about changing the meta, and the more she talked about, well, maybe my heart's just not in it today. I remember she'd done that a couple of times before when she was a werewolf, and that's just
she doesn't like being werewolf.
I am.
I was
more
going really back
suspicious
and
of-
forth in my head.
I'm
Sorry,
more suspicious of Lucas and Luciana personally.
I'm
Me?
not voting for Lucas at the
Yeah.
moment.
Lucas has nominated
Flick.
wolves, though. He has
Uh,
nominated wolves, so
Yeah, and
and
there's
killed them
wolves,
off. I mean,
and there are wolves here that there might be reasons to do that for. So I mean,
but why would he kill all his werewolf friends?
Okay,
what?
I expected a lot in this game, but people having sus on me.
I mean, if he's
I
still
don't
alive in like
particularly.
2 rounds, we can.
There was an outside chance, but it was just a niggle from me. I'm far more suspicious of Josh.
Yeah, me too.
I mean that's fine. I understand I've been quiet, but
I was sorry.
For me it's Lucas and Luciana. And
Luciana,
there's a
yeah.
chance. And there's a chance that like there's another werewolf, so we have to get this right. But I think Colton is completely fine. I think he's.
Should we
No, I
nominate
don't think he's
Luciana
fine.
then?
No,
I-
Elliot, you don't nominate.
I assume we don't have any roles left, right?
We have
No,
one Hellsinger,
so-
but you
so-
should
Bodyguard
have
wolf dead.
guys, so yeah, my
wait.
information. My information was the same. I didn't get any new information because I got it on Gil and Jesse, and
Yeah.
it was.
Okay. I was actually wondering that.
Yeah, I kind of trust you, Jesse. Just I don't think you're playing as a wolf, so I'm not going to target you and go after you. I'm not sure on Elliot though. I won't get new information till tomorrow. If I do, and I'm surprised I'm still alive, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean, if
you
there's
will
no
die.
bodyguard, you'll probably die tonight.
Yeah, but is there a seer? Is there no seer left in the 6?
No, I
Is-
don't
I think Seer was one of Davey, Sonia, and who did we lose?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
it's
sense.
definitely
Probably
Chris.
Davey
Judging
then.
by
Chris,
the fact that I wasn't killed tells me the werewolf is more not towards me. I think is more in the like maybe Elliot now.
I mean, it didn't matter.
maybe
You weren't getting
Josh.
any information last night because
Nominate
you were
Josh.
still checking Gil.
Yeah, I was
I've got a
checking
second
nomination.
Josh.
Gil, yeah.
I've got a nomination for Josh by Elliot, and a second from Lucas.
Oh,
Okay. Josh, you get your minute of defense starting now.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. I've been a little bit. I mean, I'm sorry it's hot for all you people in the UK, but I am freezing my butt off.
We will give you some bubble.
I take it. No, I completely trust Colton, and I have from the beginning. I trusted Gil before he came out. And I actually trusted Davey, who I think may have been the seer. That's why I didn't want to just come out like with those two names, Gil and Davey, because I thought maybe they were roles. But you know, I was suspicious of Alex, and right now I'm suspicious of Lucas and Luciana. I think there's a good chance that someone has turned, and I don't know, like I think we have to get this right. So because there's a possibility of 3 werewolves, so you should not kill me.
Any questions?
Jesse.
How many werewolves have we gotten rid of so far that you consider? Because we've gotten rid of 3.
I think 3, yeah.
So
3.
maybe okay. Some
I mean,
that have changed
I don't
along the
know.
way.
Yeah, I don't know, but we don't know. We do know there's a rabid wolf, so
Right.
which I mean, I guess that puts Elliot in that mix too, because he was dominating people too. Right now, I trust Lynn and I trust Colton, and I'm pretty sure my gut tells me Jesse is good. I'm much more suspicious of Lucas and Luciana. So
I can understand Luciana about me.
There are 7 people left, and you have 4+ majority needed. You have 5 minutes left. Voting in 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm totally fine coming back to Josh. I just feel like we should talk a little bit more.
I'm fine.
Hold on. Why are you so like flabbergasted, Lucas? You've nominated 2 werewolves, so if nothing else, that should make you suspicious, even if you were being helpful. Also, when I made that comment to Alex and I like wanted to get my suspicions out, I had 4 suspicions on my mind. They were Gil, obviously was wrong, and then they were Lucas, Jesse, and Luciana in that order. And so the fact that I'm left with you 3 and you guys are all pushing on Josh.
Yeah, the thing is, he
I don't
kept
know.
nominating though. So let's say he turned earlier. He kept nominating wolves.
Well, Elliot, me definitely did not turn when Alex was killed because Geri did not message anyone.
Yeah, can I
even asked her
the next morning is a possibility.
What about Elliot, guys?
Can I just say a bit of why on Josh? It's a lot of it is the timing, who he's going after and who he's clearing. For me, Lynn, because she's got a role, is cleared. Lucas and Luciana, I'm just both of them on surgeries at the moment. I'm sort of trusting. The trouble I got is with where Josh is putting his suspicion. Even if he was a villager, there's no way the village will win because he suspects everyone else I think is a villager. So I've got to start to ask why do I think his judgment is as bad as I think it is.
Oh gosh, Elliot, why are you always such a good minion? Why? I mean, like, I'm not a werewolf.
How much time?
Real quick, three and a
minutes.
half minutes. My thing with Colton is you were like pretty upset that people voted up on Eddie, and then you voted up on Alex and Flick, who I thought were pretty suspicious. I don't know.
Alex, so Eddie was a first day nomination. I think first day nomination you should kill because it's a coin flip. You don't have information. By Alex's vote, I thought I had information. I thought I had a read that he was good. And Flick, it was a second vote. And again, I was very unsure. If she was a third vote, I 100% would have voted down. It was just a second vote. I was unsure. I wanted to have a little bit more discussion about her defense.
I would prefer to go for Josh before anyone else. Luciana, are you a villager? I'm not 100% on you. I'm not 100% because I feel like usually when you're a villager, you have a lot more like heat and passion in you.
Well,
and you're
let's
kind of
go for
laying back
Josh.
a little bit.
I don't care if
I can vote up on him and then you guys can I can vote up on all the
I would
werewolves.
nominate
That's
Luciana
fine.
to hear a defense. I mean,
nomination
I don't want to do
Luciana. Do I have
2
seconds?
defenses back in a row. I think Luciana is suspicious, so I'm going to nominate her.
Do I have a second for Luciana?
So before we end the
I
day,
would, but nobody else is gonna vote for it, so.
So I'm definitely not clearing
Geri,
Luciana
is that
because
the
she's
nomination fail, the-
Sorry?
So?
That was a
Sorry, I
fail.
thought-
Nomination rescinded.
Okay, nomination. I didn't know what it was the countdown for.
so I definitely do not clear Luciana because she's the question mark for me. And I don't think Colton is suspicious on his voting patterns, but I don't have anything else on him, neither good nor bad.
Well, I was always for killing the wolves. So every wolf I actually nominated, I voted down on them. So if that helps.
Not really. But I think Colton and Josh are probably my two biggest if I've got to vote down on
I
people.
feel like voting down on every wolf makes you more suspicious because you have perfect information. I'm just
I mean,
like
that's part of
making
it.
stupid mistakes
I agree.
and looking suspicious because I don't know what I'm doing.
I agree with Colton.
Well,
Voting up on wolves, it doesn't make me very sus of people.
Lucas, who should we nominate?
Josh.
Elliot, can you tell me why you're not suspicious?
I'm not. I think I would expect that anyone else here apart from Luciana, who's terrible at reading me, probably agrees that I'm not a wolf as well.
I don't know anything, but you're
No,
not
I think you're a
over the top.
freaking minion at this point, Elliot.
I may well be a minion, but I'm not a wolf.
I nominate Josh.
I second Josh.
Okay. Did Lucas second?
Yes.
Am I behind? I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, so Josh has been nominated by Jesse and the second by Lucas. This is the second nomination of the day. You have 1 minute if Josh survives. So your minute defense starts now.
I'm just gonna hope that there's one wolf left. Colton, don't kill anyone tonight. Otherwise, if there's two people and there's two villager deaths, then the wolves win. So that's what I'm gonna say. If y'all are really this committed against me, I mean, you're wrong, but that's fine.
Question: If I were to vote up for you and then we end up killing you and you end up being a wolf and I voted up and then the game ends, we win. Do I end with negative points for the tournament because I voted up on every wolf?
We don't know about the scoring system, Colton. We don't know.
Oh, okay.
Only Adam knows.
No, you shouldn't kill me. I really am a villager, and I'm pretty suspicious of Lucas and Luciana, but it doesn't matter. So y'all aren't going to believe me.
Does anybody have any questions? Okay, so we've got 7 in the village. We need 4-person majority. This is for Josh's life and his beautiful beard. So voting in 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is enough. Josh gets dragged down to the gallows by said beautiful beard. You string him up. You hang drawing cords for him.
Ow.
You dissect him. You put his skin very back in a flailing style to reveal fur. Werewolves have all been slain. The village wins.
Oh my god! I'm such a good player this game! Oh my god! I can't believe it!
Hey Jerry, if you're going to put a rabid wolf in the game, please use it.
I will tell. Right, okay. Like, do not disparage me. Do not slander me. I will go through stuff now.
Oh my god!
Right, I actually thought I had absolutely screwed the village over by this many rolls. So, this is who everybody was. Alex was the wolf cub. Chris A was a villager who got slain and crisped by Luciana as Van Helsing, who also crisped Davy. And yeah, so Luciana, you did not do a very good job of Van Helsing.
I got grow. Do not forget.
Hang on, wait. But your village count was 2 to 1. You did make a beautiful crispy human toast. Okay, so yeah, so Chris A was a villager, Jesse was a villager, Eddie was your cursed. So good job in getting him out. Nice. The reason why the rabid wolf did not come into play and you guys were absolutely bricking it about it was because Grow was your rabid wolf, who got crisped by Luciana. And Grow actually wanted to turn around and say, thank you very much, that was an awesome play. You were the best wolf that you could have taken out. So nice one, Luciana, for the village. Lynn was your insomniac and she was stuck between Gil and Grow. So every night she was getting thumbs up. Gil was the avenging bodyguard and he didn't manage to get anybody apart from himself the night that Alex died, who was the Wolf Cup. So that's why he got a kill and he took out Sonia. No, sorry, he took out Chris R. George was your spirits here, and poor boy got toasted the first night, so he only got one read. Elliot was a villager. Flick was the werewolf, which when she got messaged, she just literally went, so sorry, Flick, that nothing to do with me. Go shag your wolves.
Game at that point, because it's the strategy wise, it makes no sense for the wolves to do that, because I don't like coming out of roles. But quite literally, as soon as that happens, the wolves didn't have someone on their team. Big mistake.
Well, that's a strategy discussion for another time. So after the game, Lucas was a villager, Chris R was a villager, Davey was a villager, Josh was the regular werewolf, Lucy was your Van Helsing, and Sonia and Colton were the regular villagers. So yeah, like I said, when I realized how many wolves I potentially added, I was like, oh dear God. And then you completely toasted them all. So it's actually turned out to quite a balanced game.
So I just want to say, Luciana, Elliot, and me are all part of. So we were all, we are all part of the Minion Villager tribe.
I was
we did so awesome. I'm so proud of us three. Good job, Elliot.
I have to say though, I killed a werewolf. I protect myself. I kill a werewolf, and I root out Josh.
So good job. Extra points. Oh, nice. No, I was when Josh was dying, I was like, oh no, it's like Luciana, me, and Elliot at the end again. I'm like, this is like a flashback of that game 2, I think. I was like, are we gonna do this again?
Hey, I'll take killing the seer and then getting myself killed as the wolf cub.
One of the reasons I don't like the Insomniac role very much is because of what happened. I mean, not that I don't like it, just like when Celine come out, and I understand she came out to protect herself. And when she said that woke up, she pretty much told the werewolf that I had a role. I mean, because they have full information, and if they're not next to her, they figure, and that's the only reason I protect myself that night. I was going to protect Sonia, but then I thought, you know what? Because if I don't want to demean the other players, but I because I was suspicious of Josh, I thought Josh will catch on that and is going to be quiet about it. So that's the reason I protected myself. Yeah.
Gil, I knew you were the bodyguard from before you came out.
Sorry, Gil, for coming out so soon. Like,
it's fine. I understand why you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like some people were sussing me. Some villagers were sussing me, so I didn't want the Van Helsing to waste a kill on me. So I thought I better come out.
The funny thing is, I protect you the first night.
Oh, did you?
You were my first protection. I only got 3 nights. I only got 3 nights in the whole game, so that's
Yep.
I do actually have an apology. I did almost bust the game before I even started, and I think only Josh caught it, which I'm glad. But I almost did. Josh held up a sign on his phone, doing the subscribe and stuff, and I almost went, I can't read what's on your phone, John. And I was like, oh bollocks. But luckily no one caught it, so I almost had to re-roll and start again.
Was that what you were talking about in the very beginning?
Yeah, I almost completely absolutely messed that one up, and I just managed to cut it off and say something else, but I was like, oh god, I hope no one noticed that.
And I had the longest surviving wolf.
I had Chris A as my target, my first target if I ever got it right protected. But Chris R, it was so hesitant on her defense that I thought, okay, yeah, she hesitated way too long when Lucas asked her about Alex. She was a little taken aback.
It was suspicious, but I did agree with what you said, because my next question was like, don't you think we should talk about it more? But it did look suspicious how you were like, kind of like, oh, like you wouldn't want to nominate him, period.
It's just that I'm, no matter what role I am, I'm always assistant with actually nominating. It's just how I am. So being confronted with that question was, oh, I actually don't really want to nominate. What do I say without being suspicious? And it was a little nervous.
Do I get credit for getting Luciana to kill Davey?
It was